My cousin Zoe, a couple years, or sorry, this was a long while ago. We were sitting at my uncle's house, and this was when Bitcoin was popping off. Like every week, it was just like, blowing up
Mm.
and blowing up. And then he was telling us, "Oh, it's gonna pop. There's no, it doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
anything to back it up." And he was completely freaking wrong. You know what I mean? Like completely freaking wrong. If we all had put in $100 that day, who knows how much money we would have
Yeah.
had right now. A lot of people seen that happen with Bitcoin. Is that possible for these new Bitcoins that are coming out, or was that just kind of like a one-time thing that it's gonna surge to that degree?
Well, I like to say it works in cycles, and Bitcoin is kind of like the OG right now, so they kind of all follow the wave on what that got going on, but that don't mean they got to stay specifically on the path with Bitcoin. There is a lot of growth ones and stuff like that, but it works in cycles, and that's the main thing about it. So it's going to go up, it's going to go down, but you just got to deal with the day-to-days and keep the long term in mind, keep the big picture in mind. And that's what I be telling people, you feel me? These 5% losses in the day, none of that type of shit matter because of where we actually going, where we headed, and people get on it now like, you going to be straight in the future type shit. Like, it'll be all good.
Yeah. So if did you invest in Bitcoin at that time, or did you miss the wave?
So I originally got Bitcoin around like $10,000. I had built up my portfolio and I used a tool called Margin. Basically what Margin is it kind of matches your portfolio value, kind of like a credit line. So I kind of risked it, threw it on there, and then the value of my stock started to go down. So they wanted their motherfucking money back. And what I did was sold my Bitcoin at $10,000, and that shit hurt my soul looking back in retrospect because I had a hole in right then and there way before I even got started for real.
Yeah.
But I did end up buying it back at $40,000 using that same thing, Margin. And like you said, it started to go down instantly after that. Like it went all the way to 20-some thousand. I'm like, oh my God, I'm losing all my motherfucking money. But after talking to people that's been within it longer, they like, it'll be all right, man. Just hold on to it. It's going to bounce back up. Shit, you should buy some more if you got the money for it. And I followed that advice. It went back up 40, 45,000. I was able to get out of it, pay them back. And that's when I was on some shit like, oh, I got to be kidding. This crypto shit different. It's kind of like, I like to say it's the stock market on steroids, bro.
Right.
For real.
Right.
But if you could not get scared, the fear is the main tool that they use to get people out, shake people out this shit. It's the fear. So once you get past that and realize everything gonna be okay at the end of the day, like, you gonna be straight. Like I always tell people, man, it's either the end of the world or business as usual. So you better prepare for business as usual and not be out here freaking out and shit like that, trying to worry about the now. You still gotta build for the future.
Man, that's awesome.